Say hi in the chat. Where's the chat? Let me get it. There it is. Okay. Where is it? Say hi, Lynn. So I know I see 2 people here. Yay. I'm just trying to find the chat. And let me know if you can hear me. Welcome to live chat. Okay, it says in a live chat, so hi. Say hi so I know it's working, please. And I'm just gonna burn some Palo Santo. I don't know why. Are you typing in the chat? Oh, no one's there. Someone's there. So, hello. I think Lynn's there. So, some for you. If you feel better. Okay, learn more. I don't know why I can't see it. Anyhow. Okay. Pop, blush. Okay. So, how's it going? You there? Blush. Okay. Okay. I think I got it now. Okay, how come I can't? Sorry, nobody's here. Somebody's here. Okay, I'm just gonna start. I don't know why I can't see the chat, but that's okay. I am here. I'm getting connected. Just taking some breaths. If you're here, say hi in the chat. And I'd love to see you. You can't connect to the chat. Okay, that's weird. Hey, what's going on? It's live chat's live chat. Live chat. Live chat's not showing, eh? Ooh, gotta stop that. That is so weird. Okay, no filter. Stop it. Because I put it on chat viewing, top chat, live chat. All messages are visible. That's what it says. Darn. Why is the chat not working? Can you hear me though, Lynn? If someone else, I see 2 people here. Hi, I'm just trying to figure out why the chat's not working. It says it's working. And I'm not sure why it's not working. But that's how I have to communicate with you guys. So let me, stupid thing. You can see and hear me. Okay, good. Okay, well, oh, Michelle's there. Hey. Oh no, Michelle's not there. Okay, I don't know what is going on, but Lynn, if you message me, it pops up. If you like Facebook message, I know that's pretty annoying to have to do that. Oh, sorry, Michelle. Okay, sorry, Michelle doesn't hear me. So just Lynn, I know there's 2 people here. I'm not sure why this chat isn't working. It's very strange. So, if you're a friend of mine, feel free to Facebook message me. I know that's like kind of hard if you're on your device. I don't know why the chat's not working. It's very weird. Because it should be. Chat viewing options. And it says live chat. All messages are visible. And show chat. Okay, yeah, it says show in chat. It's show in chat. So I don't know. Anyhow, whatever. Let's just do it. I am going to get some connected Gotta love technology, right? Silly, silly, silly. So if you're here, Lynn, I know you're here and you're not well, and that's a bummer. You're missing camp. But I would love to pull a card for you. Today I'm just working with the Chakra Locator cards from the Soul Adventure game. For anyone who's watching replay, the Soul Adventure Journey to the Real Me game, which is a game that I created for that daily practice of connecting inward. And while I'm shuffling, if the chat's, I don't know why the chat's not working, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to just go on myself and see if I can get her going. But if you'd like a card, just let me know, and I will pull one for you. And if you have a message, if you have a question, just let me know. And you don't have to let me know actually what your question is. You can just, okay, live. You know I want one. I know you do. You're getting one. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to turn off my video. Okay, I'm just trying to see if the chat is not working. It's very weird. Yeah. Very weird. Edit video. I'm just going to see if the chat, because it would just make life so much easier. Settings. I'm just checking up here. Bear with me. Advanced settings. Allow viewers. Very weird. So apologize for the delay. Just trying to see why the live chat's not working. If you are here, and the chat thing might be on my end. Okay, it keeps asking me. Oh yeah. So if you're not on YouTube, then you're not gonna be able to do live chat. You have to actually be on YouTube. So if you're just like in Facebook watching YouTube, then yeah, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. So if someone else is here, Lynn, I'm gonna pull a card for you. Feel free, if you can't get on YouTube, to just message me, because your message pops up on my phone. And if anyone else is here and you do need to be on YouTube, not just open on a Facebook app. You have to be like signed into YouTube, and then you can do the live chat. But if you happen to be my friend on Facebook and you want to Facebook message me, it's popping up for me, so I will see it, and we'll do it that way. And so yeah, so thanks for being patient. It's already been 8 minutes, but I don't have any plans here. I don't have any plans here anyhow. So I can stay for as long as I need to stay. So I see 2 people on. So I'm going to pull a message for Lynn. Whoever else is here, if you want a message, just please let me know in the chat or message me, and I'd be happy to pull a card for you. And whatever's going on in your life, in your world, we're going to see what chakra card you need. And I actually have the color mirror cards that Lynn Milne, who's online here, is a color mirror practitioner. And I thought, hey, why not pull a card from there too, if I don't have a lot of people, which I only have 2. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, Lynn, 3 cards came out. I'm going to shuffle from 3. You know what I mean. So, okay, I think it's this one. Okay, Lynn. Secure me. So, this makes sense because you're not feeling good. You got a cold, and getting grounded, taking care of yourself. Everything's happening is meant to be. Okay, Jan, I will definitely pull a card. Yes, I'll have lots of time. Thank you, Jan, for letting me know. So, Lynn, secure me. I'm just going to tune in. I don't know if you had a question or not, but I already know you told me that you weren't feeling good. You got a cold, which is a bummer. So I just I'm just getting, to really, really just super major nurturing for yourself, really nurturing, working on your root and sacral. Awesome. Really nurturing yourself. Like it's all about you. Don't, no, not nothing for anyone else. It's about you right now. You really, really need to put you first, 111%, and take care of yourself. And it's not just because you're sick, but your energy, is, there's a lot of unknowns, and obviously I know your life a little bit, and but just getting super, super grounded. But there's also, it's because of the energies that are happening. There is some real, like, we're in really fast energy, and we need to slow down in order to be able to integrate it. So that's probably why you didn't get to go to camp and you're sick, because you need to take care of you, and you're not able to give right now. So as much as I know it's disappointing, just trusting that and I know you know this stuff, but, I feel like I just need to say it again for you, is that you're right where you need to be. You need to be at home. So if you can shift, if there's any judgments coming up for you that, this sucks, this is wrong, I shouldn't have to go through this, I would love for you to shift your perspective, and shift your perspective that everything that's going on for you, and you not being able to go to camp and you being home sick is right where you need to be, because you need to replenish yourself. And so secure me is you are safe and secure, nothing will harm you. So if you had gone to camp, you probably could have got a lot more sick, because when we're at camp, camp's amazing, but we're around a lot of people. There's a lot of people's stuff and energy going on, and you need to contain your energy right now and really ground in to Mother Earth, and spend time in your beautiful backyard with your plants and your flowers, and take care of yourself, and do everything that you do for others. You need to do it all for you. That's what I'm getting. Really, really taking care of yourself 1,000%. So I hope that helps confirm. Normally I would have been plagued with guilt as well, but you're not, eh? You think I hit it bang on. It's funny. I feel like this was meant to happen. I'm okay with it. Good. So I'm just kind of giving you confirmation. Because like I'm just getting, you're just exactly what you need. You're where you need to be. And as well, we all know, that things don't always go the way we think they're supposed to go. They go the way they were supposed to, So for the highest and best, this is where you're supposed to be. So, but in being at home, I hope that you really nurture yourself, and love up on yourself, and take that time to reflect, and we're really, there's a new moon coming up tomorrow, this weekend, and from what I've heard, it's a really powerful new moon for manifesting. So this would be a great time for you to vision and dream of how you want your life to be going forward, because you are creating it. And so just getting clear with that, and using your imagination, and no limits on any of that. Just go for it. It's funny, your messages, it popped up here, but it's not coming through on Facebook because I got Facebook open. But anyhow, I hope that aligns for you. You're so welcome, my friend. I will pull a quick, do you want one of these? Do you want a shadow card? And then I'm going to move on to Jan, and see what Jan is coming up. Okay, I'm going to give you a shadow card too. So So, shadow card. So if anyone, Jan, you don't know about the shadow card, the color mirrors, Lynn is a color mirrors practitioner, and I love color mirrors. And the shadow cards, you know, giving us this week, and we're on the shadow. Oh, okay. So you were gonna do some shadow card readings at Soulful Camp. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so let's see what shadow card comes up for Lynn. What does Lynn need to keep in mind? Because we are like clearing so much shadow is coming up for clearing. And I bet you this sickness that you got, it's just, you know, just your next, just an ascension thing. I was like, that, it felt like that card was it. Ooh. You got duty. Duty. Deep Platinum, your fear changes in your routine. You put your leash on to follow the pack. I dare to be different. I'm a trendsetter. Duty. So where do you feel in your life that you have a duty? Maybe it's a motherly duty. Like, I know you're okay with not going to camp, but I'm sure there's still a part of you that is still like feeling that you may have let people down. You're missing out on opportunities or disappointing anyone. And even if that's not in your full awareness, that could be hidden in the surface, under the surface. That's what I'm getting. Your fear changes in your routine. Your fear changes in your routine. So yeah, you are like, you know, your routine of life, and you're in some life challenges and shifts and potential changes. And of course fear is going to come up, right? Because you know, we're creatures of habit. You put your leash on to follow the pack. So I wonder where what's coming up for you to be different, to be, just really step into being you, the authentic you. And I know you're an authentic person and all that. I don't mean that you're not, but there's a part of you that maybe wants to come out. Good, I'm glad. I feel like there's part of you that wants to come out, but she's afraid. And I don't know what that part is. I think that's, you know, that. Yeah, and I'm a trend center, like trenchman, who cares about that? But just being authentically you, not needing to fit in, not feeling like you gotta follow the crowd or do that duty, but just really like taking that leash off and walking yourself. The two lines are what I am mastering. It is the leveling up. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Top two lines. Oh, your fear changes in your routine. You put your leash on to follow. Awesome. Oh, because when I was shuffling the cards, all of a sudden, like I was about to shuffle and I felt something and I'm like, no, that's the card. And so now I know why. So that's awesome. Awesome. So thank you, Lynn. Thanks. I hope you stay on. Yeah, I think you're just right where you need to be, sister. And so grateful that I was able to support and give you some confirmation that you obviously already knew, of course. And yeah, I'm gonna, Jan, you're here, I know, and I have Facebook open, the messenger, so happy to pull a card for you now. And then after I pull a card for you, Jan, and I'm happy to do a shadow card for you too, if you'd like. And I want to share a little bit of wisdom that I'm just sitting with. And yay, thanks, Lynn. I'm just sitting with this wisdom, and you probably heard this wisdom, but I want to share it. I'd love to just have a little chat about it. So let's do Jan's card first. What is Jan? What guidance does Jan need? What chakra would be most supportive for Jan at this time, based on whatever's going on for dear Jan? High vibrational Jan. Okay, getting that. Oh, Jan. Pleasing me. Pleasing me. So, throat chakra. I know you know these cards too, Jan. Throat chakra, pleasing, my desire to serve and support. And this definitely could be others, but, you know, I think all of us on this call, you know, we do have a desire to serve and support others. We are very heart-centered, and we want to speak. We want others to feel good and to feel love and to feel accepted and to feel received and heard and all of that. But doing it from that conscious place, that we are not fawning. I'm not saying you are, but we're not fawning, but we are really, it's from such an authentic place that our words are just truth, just pouring out of us, pouring out of you. And in your being able to channel truth and what you see in others and yourself is what pleases, is that exactly what the receiver needs to hear, right? Like, that's what I'm getting from this card, is that just sharing and supporting from that higher consciousness place, because that's our throat chakra, right? Is we're speaking truth, we're speaking from a higher place. And yeah, that's what I'm getting for you on that one is, and I feel like you're already doing this, and this is probably more of a confirmation, but maybe there's someone that needs to hear something that that you've been wanting to say to them and you haven't said, maybe, or you've tried to say it and they haven't fully been able to receive it. So, you know, maybe just getting, like, just connecting and meditation and just, you know, just intending that the words just flow through you, exactly what needs to be said. Exactly what needs to be said, so that that other person really hears that higher vibrational message that they need to hear from you. That's what I'm getting for you, Jan. Let me know how that resonates. A desire to serve in the point, because throat chakra, self-expression, communication, integrity, and visibility. Those are the qualities of the throat chakra, the main ones. Yeah, so let me know, Jan. Hopefully you're here. Let me know if that's resonating. I'm not seeing anything in the live chat, so I'm assuming, yeah. And Jan, if you'd like to have a shadow card as well, you're welcome to. Just let me know, though. I'm not going to pull it unless I get a yes from you, and no worries if you don't. While I'm waiting to hear from you, I am going to share the wisdom that this is like a Buddhist wisdom. You probably heard this, and if you haven't, then this will be your first time. So this is an old proverb from Buddhist wisdom, that how do we become enlightened? So we are all, you know, on our healing journey. We are all on our awakening journey. We are raising our consciousness. We are becoming more and more enlightened, more and more self-aware. So how do we do this? Well, the proverb is chop wood, carry water. Oh, yeah, chop wood, carry water. Chop wood, carry water. Oh, hello. Hi. Yes, I am. Hi, T. I'm definitely doing a reading, and I'm happy to share that with you. Just give me a few minutes. I'm just finishing up with Jan, and I see her typing. So yes, if you would like a reading, yes, I can definitely do that for you. So this proverb of how do we become enlightened? Chop wood, carry water. I don't know if you've heard of this before, but what it means is it's in. Okay, Jan, awesome. What it means is it's how we do this. It's not like, oh, we become enlightened. It's in the everyday practices the mundane tasks. So how do you become enlightened? Chop wood, carry water. And then once you're enlightened, what do? You chop wood, you carry water. And that's because we are physical human beings, in this material world. And our ego, as we become enlightened, it finds new ways of staying in control. And a lot of times we can become spiritually, get a spiritual ego, and we think we're like better, and we might look down on other people. I'm not saying anyone is, but this is definitely a trap that can happen. And I've definitely fallen into this trap before. And then I've resented having to do the dishes or vacuum or do my laundry or clean up, and it's like, oh, I should be doing better things, and that's not what it's all about. Like, we still need to do the things, the regular mundane everyday things, and we also need to do our practices, our spiritual practices of getting grounded and connected, of meditating, however that is for you, of spending time communing in nature, connecting with all things, because we are all connected, right? Of doing our healing, of working through what our judgments are of others. And awesome. Okay, definitely. Yeah, so chop wood, carry water. This is like the proverb of the daily practice. It doesn't matter how enlightened we become, we still need to do the everyday, regular things, and being able to find the gratitude in the mundane of life. So that's the wisdom I wanted to share. And it really hit me very profoundly, because we're always going to have an ego. As long as we're a human, we're always going to have an ego, but we're going to be more aware of our ego, and we're not going to take life so seriously. And in staying humble by chopping wood, carrying water, or doing the mundane tasks, this is what keeps us grounded and humble and connected and self-aware. Because when you think you're like way above everybody else, well, that's ego. Because I'm no better than you. You're no better than me. I'm no better than the homeless man. We're all equal. It's just that we're all here having different experiences, and this is my perspective, obviously. Yeah. So I hope that helps. I hope that what do you think about that? What I just said. It's not the most popular opinion, but I feel like it's really sage advice. Not that anyone's asking. So, Tony, T, are you Tony? I'm going to pull a card for you as soon as I finish pulling for Jan, because Jan, I was just waiting for her permission. And so Jan, I'm going to pull a shadow card for you. And then T, I am going to pull for you. Okay. So Jan, what shadow card, what shadow do you need to be aware of so that you can work with it, integrate it? That one. Okay, Jan, you got boundaries. Boundaries. I'm going to let you have a look at that. Have a look. Boundaries. So, ruby red is the color. You step into, this is the shadow, okay? You step into people's personal space. You avoid building your support team. So maybe you're trying to do it all alone. And this is the opposite of the shadow. I set healthy space and time boundaries. I am cooperative. So, I'm wondering if this is someone in your work life, possibly your home life now that I'm getting it, maybe a bit of both, that you are setting healthy boundaries and you're getting tested on these boundaries is what I'm getting. I'm going to just see what the book says, because I feel like there's more to it here that will come from the book. But yeah, Right, I feel like you're getting tested on your boundaries. I feel like you are setting them and you're getting tested. So I'm just going to read this to you. Okay, you're T, he's Tony. Got it. Thank you. Okay, listen, Jan, as a spiritual being, you are particles of light dancing in the cosmos, fascinated by the concept of feeling separated and being an individual. As part of the human experiment, you love to set boundaries or have no boundaries at all to feel the difference between unity and separation. Are you currently burned out and exhausted because you're experimenting with the no boundaries game? That's a possibility. Are you unable to say no? I don't know if that's a possibility. I feel like you are saying no. The first step is to be honest with yourself and admit that you cannot do it all alone. Then either delegate or return to what you know you cannot stay committed to complete. Keep clearing till a third of your day is open to just having fun and not entirely related to work chores. So play. And I remember last time you got the play card, the playful card. Or have you set too many boundaries in place and become isolated? Maybe you feel in control. However, your strict boundaries have resulted in limiting your growth. Open to advice and support from others by employing someone to work with you. Bring together a board of advisors or join a group for accountability and sharing. Or it could be a friend, or practice personal spatial awareness by ensuring you are standing at arm's length away from the person to whom you are speaking. So yeah, I let me know how this resonates with you. It just keeps coming back to me that you're already setting boundaries, and you're going through maybe some tests of these boundaries. So I hope that resonates. And I see there's another person here. So T, I'm going to pull a card for you, and whoever else is here, if you would like a reading. My name is Lorree Appleby. Since you guys don't know me, I am a radical living master coach, spiritual life coach, specializing in radical forgiveness. And I created the Soul Adventure Journey to the Real Me game. And it's a game because our ego loves to just keep us in control and keep us everything serious. And we need to balance that out with some lightness. And when we can lighten it up and get out of our judgment, we are able to receive from the divine, receive the intuitive guidance. But when we're in judgment and we're all serious, it doesn't work that way. So, T, needing clarity on how does Tony feel about me and will we be together again? Okay, so I'm going to pull, so T, what we're doing is we're pulling from the Chakra Locator card. So giving readings, like, because we all have free will, you have free will, Tony has free will. I can't predict that, but I can predict what the energy is right now. I can give you some insight there. That's what I feel like is going to come through. So this really is, I'm worried about asking him for advice and guidance on certification. ACSW. I don't know what that certification is, but it doesn't matter. So I'm already getting that it's really important. Like, it's great to ask other people for their advice, but it's more important to tune into what it feels for you, how things feel for you, and what is your intuition saying. And so let's see what T needs. What chakra does T need to focus on for guidance in this situation that she has shared? Or I'm assuming you're a she. Sorry if you're not. Tell me. You can let me know. Okay, I'm feeling it's the bottom one. Okay. Hey. Yes, James Quinn. Awesome. You're familiar with radical forgiveness. Just come across. Awesome. Okay, I will, you will, James, I will do your reading right after T. Okay, T, thank you. Just needing clarity, been confused. Okay, so you got the third eye. You got the third eye, so that makes sense that you're confused. So the third eye chakra, this is our intuitive knowing, and you got the abundant me card. So third eye is our soul connection. So connection with your own soul, your wholeness, your self-actualization, your imagination, your ideas. Yes, female. Okay, good. Thanks. So abundant me, I'm just going to read to you what it says. So listen, just I'm telling you what's coming through for me and you're interpreting it, okay? This is what this card means in the booklet, okay? You have more than enough of everything you want and need. So you have everything you need. However, when we doubt ourselves, when we're not sure, when we're confused, that means our third eye chakra is probably unbalanced or blocked. And so I don't know if you meditate, but I feel that it's really important for you to just have some time with yourself and do some breathing, put on some nice relaxing music, whatever that is for you. That's going to really help you to tune in and do some breathing and really clear out. So you want to just be nice and grounded into the earth, down to your root chakra, and then breathing and just feeling the energy flowing right through your chakras, coming in through your crown, coming out your third eye, right? And we can literally command our third eye to open. Drink lots of water is what I'm also getting. Because drink lots of water. I don't know if you are drinking lots of water, but good quality water, and breathing and putting on some music and just being with yourself. And I feel like you need to do this like 2 or 3 times a day, because you're confused on things and you're not sure, and everything, like I also am getting that there may be a little bit of waiting to do because things aren't quite lined up. And so to trust that the decision, that what's going to happen with this person, Tony, that you're talking about in this certification, is going to happen in the right timing. And sometimes we have this feeling that, if I don't take the opportunity, I'm going to miss it. But I'm getting, and this is just what I'm getting, you're best, but what I'm getting is that you are, that you need to just wait and tune in, and you're going to get the right answer. The right answer is going to come, and clearing your third eye chakra. So meditating a couple times a day, probably staying off of, trying to stay off devices and social media and all that stuff you want to clear things out. And the more we watch and listen to things, like especially anything that's to do with what's going on in the world, just stay away from it for a while. So accurate. Been feeling I'm doing that. I've been these 2 days. My thank you. Yes, water. Okay. Yeah. And I get this because I totally get how this is. Social media, YouTube, Facebook, all the Instagram, it's what it does is it pulls our energy away from our consciousness, our higher consciousness, and we really need to get back centered with ourself, because you are a divine being. We all are, and spirit wants to come through, and your soul wants to give you intuitive messages. But it can't if your mind is full of all this stuff. And that's kind of the way it is, right? So get in nature, lots of breath work, just breathing. You can do 4, 4 in, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. Just do something like that, or find whatever works for you, and get connected. because the answer is going to come. The right answer is going to come for you. If you are going to base a decision in your life on what someone else is going to tell you, and what, wanting someone, follow the internal guidance. Follow your own internal guidance. And if it feels confusing, that means you need to wait, and you need to clear, and you need to keep focusing and clearing your chakras and breathing, and taking good care of yourself. So I hope that helps you. And because I'm really about empowering everyone, that we have our answers. And that's exactly what the Soul Adventure game is. It's to help you to know that you have all your answers. And yes, it's helpful to come on and have readings like this to get confirmation or get some direction. But ultimately, we know best what is best for us. But if we're not clear, if we got confusion, if our third eye is blocked, and we're not rooted, and we're not grounded in nature, with nature in our bodies, like dancing is another good thing, just to get grounded and get in your body. But if we're not, we get all confused, and then we're like, other people are controlling our energy, and that's not in alignment for us, right? So I hope that helped you. And James, if you're still here, I would be happy to pull a card for you. And thank you, T, for being here. Let me know, James. T, if you want, I can pull a shadow card for you as well, because I offered it to everyone else. Let me know. I know there's still 2 people here. Let me know who's here. I love, James, that you're familiar with radical forgiveness. It totally changed my life. And for anyone who's still here, that is the work I do. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And I send you blessings. And I'm really glad I was able to help you, support you in empowering you, because you are awesome too. Okay, so I'm going to pull a shadow card for you. So just the shadow card, these aren't my cards, but my friend Lynn Milne, if anyone wants to know, the Color Mirror Shadow Card deck, created by Moira Bush. I've worked with these cards and color mirrors for several years. And, in this spiritual journey that we're on, a big part of it is, a big part of it, most of it is facing our shadow, integrating our shadow, clearing the distortions, right? So let's see what T needs for a shadow to be aware of. And then James, if you're here, just give me a quick yes, and you are next. Okay, it's this one. Faith. You got the Faith card, T. I'm just going to let you look at that. These are all the cards are gargoyles. And because our shadow is, part of our unconscious. It's the parts of us that we don't want to identify with, that we deny, that is part of us, that we defend, that we deflect, that we push away. So the shadow aspect, I'm just going to read this to you. You do not like to wait for your miracle. Wow. And we were just talking about you asking question. You dismiss clues that are the answers. Okay, James, awesome. I'm going to read your stuff right in a minute. So, T, you do not like to wait for your miracle. You dismiss clues that are the answers. And the action, this is the light part. So this is the part you want to focus on. I action the steps that faith presents. I am hopeful. So this really lines up for what we were just talking about, of trusting yourself, of clearing your own intuitive abilities, because you have them, we all have them. And so you don't feel so confused, so that you can really learn to trust yourself and trust in the divine timing, and have faith that everything's unfolding for you exactly as it is meant to be. Because our egos, we think things are supposed to be a certain way, and we just want it to be all linear, and that's not the way life is. That's not the way spirit works. So you dismiss clues that are the answers. So pay attention. This is what I'm getting. Pay attention. Developing, and this is also third eye stuff, is developing your self-awareness by really just not like like hyper sensitive about it, but just noticing what shows up in your field, what shows up. And when you get that little nudge, it's a practice. And I don't know, I think you were on the call with when I talked about chop wood, carry water. That's like the practices, practicing to hear, sense, know, see, whatever it is. Our intuition means that we have to practice becoming more self-aware. So it's about bringing all of our attention inward and focusing on what shows up around us and our senses. So if you're a feeling person, maybe it's like you're a sensing person, and it's your feelings. Maybe you're you get that flash of some random thought comes in your head, and it's none of your thoughts. That's like that knowing. Maybe you hear it, maybe you see it. We all receive our intuition differently, and sometimes the same. So practicing the self-awareness, and don't dismiss the clues. And the last thing I'm going to share with you that really helped me is to have a journal, an evidence journal. If you really, I don't know, I'm just getting the sense that it's important right now that you need to practice trusting your intuition. So get a journal and keep it and write down all the things that show up in you that you feel is a sign from spirit or an intuitive nudge, and write them all down so that you can look back on them, and so that you can start to see how your own soul, your intuition, spirit is communicating with you. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. That really helped me, because I did not trust my intuition at all. I would 10 years ago, I would never be doing anything like this, because I wouldn't trust that I knew. But I've practiced and practiced, and I know that what comes in, I've learned to trust it. And even if it doesn't make sense to me, it's going to be making sense for someone else. So I hope that helps. And thank you very much, T. If you want to learn more about me, you can visit my site, ourpurposefuljourney.com. You can find it there. And I'm going to just read what James wrote now. T, let me know how that resonates with you, what I shared. So James, I've just written this summary. I just decided to retire from my lifelong career this past Monday. Wow. Congratulations. That's a big step. The difficult as I had outgrown my career. The difficult was you had outgrown your career, but retiring now was not in my plan. And you just made this decision, okay? At the same time, I eventually realized that my physical mental health was suffering by continuing, so I retired. Yes, I'm still here. Okay, good. One more last thing. I used radical forgiveness, the 4 steps, over the past 2 years. As I experienced the above many times, it was difficult to do the 4 steps. There was so much internal resistance. That's it. Wow. Wow. James. Okay, T, thank you. I'm so glad you found my channel too. And please subscribe and get notifications. And when I do these, you can pop on again. Wow, James. Okay, so I'm just going to sit with what you wrote, okay? So you retired. It wasn't in your plan. You realized that your physical and your mental health was suffering by staying in your career, so you retired. And that's amazing that you did that. That is so much trust, and I'm just getting goosebumps now. That's such a brave step, and So I'm assuming you're on your spiritual awakening, your healing journey. You're doing radical forgiveness, so you definitely are. So I used radical forgiveness in the past 2 years, and I experienced the above many times. It was difficult. Yeah, it is difficult to do it sometimes because we are literally facing our ego and our judgments, and that is, the ego is resisting. The ego is always going to resist. So I'm really glad that you're still using it, because it's not this work we're doing, like this spiritual awakening. It maybe sounds so like great, but it's not the easy path, but it is the more fulfilling path, and it is our it's how we're going to have peace and happiness more often in our lives. And I know this because I was full of anxiety. I was in a soul-sucking job. I was very much what you're saying in my own way. And when I started to do what I knew was right for me, it all started to change and things started to show up for me. So I'm so glad that you did that. So, and yeah, and ego is going to resist. So, and we're going to have judgments. And once ego, I'm just going to share a few things as I'm shuffling the cards, connecting to your energy, James, from your permission, to see what chakra card, because I like I said, I created this game, the Soul Adventure game, which is, it's really 3 decks of oracle cards, and we're just working with 1 deck today. And the step 3 was difficulty. Colleagues are my healing angels. Yeah. So the beautiful thing about radical forgiveness, and I know you've probably heard this, but I want to say it again, is you do not have to believe it. You do not have to believe that your colleagues are healing angels. All that radical forgiveness is asking you to do is have look at that perspective as a possibility. And this is what raises our consciousness. This is what helps us to heal and what helps us to quiet the ego down, because the ego's never going to stop. We all going to always have an ego. But what's going to happen is we're going to be more aware of what the ego is, how it operates. So, yeah, good tea. Thank you. So, you only have to be open to the idea that it's a possibility, is what I wanted to say, James. Because, excuse me, when we feel that, we have to believe something, it doesn't work. So just be open to the possibility that it might be true. Yeah, maybe they are trying to teach me. Maybe not they, like the soul them, not human them. They don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't mean they don't know what they're doing. They're just doing them. They're in their own ego. They got their own problems. They're projecting, you're projecting, all that stuff. But being willing to see the perfection in the situation, and then choosing peace. That's the last 2 stages, right? Of radical forgiveness. And thank you, T. Appreciate that. That's the last 2 stages. But what we're doing, being willing to see the perfection in the situation, is that we're in essence saying, what if everything that's happened to me is actually happening for me? So, and then what we're doing is we're shifting from feeling that we're a victim of circumstances, and that's what ego is, right? Oh, either a victim or they're a perpetrator. Same things, 2 sides of the same coin. So we're a victim of circumstances. Oh, my coworkers, they're a bunch of jerks and they treat me like crap, and whatever the story is, right? We all got a story, and we got lots of stories. That's what ego does. But when we can say, okay, how about I just look at it from this perspective? What if this stuff's actually happening so that I can learn some things about myself, right? So that the shadow is going to come up. The shadow, that part of us, and I know you're on, so you heard me talking about the shadow. That's the parts of us that we've denied, repressed, suppressed. It always stems back from childhood, because we all have belief systems. And Yeah, I do see that we've all made a contract. Good. Yeah. But, and it's, so only go as far as you can. We've created it, and not created it like we're bad. Why would we do this? Yeah. And I'm saying this for you, but also for T who's still on. And, it's always good to hear this stuff again. And it's good for me to say it again. Is that we created in the sense that once we realize that we co-create our life with everyone else, that means we can create something new because we actually have the power. So let's pull a card for you and see what chakra needs to be focused on based on everything you've shared with me and what we've been talking about. Okay, I feel like there. Oh, okay. So, pleasing me. So, I'll just tell you a little bit about these cards. So, this is the throat chakra. And someone else already got this card. I think she's gone now. This is the throat chakra. And the throat chakra is pleasing me. It's our desire to serve and support. And oh, my phone is... Okay, sorry. I'm running low on battery, but I'm still good. Our desire to serve and support is the throat chakra. So, James, I'm assuming you know about chakras a little bit. And chakras are just energy centers. And I'm going to go into my workbook that comes with the game, and I'm going to pull out the throat chakra because a lot of us have an imbalanced throat chakra, quite a lot. Okay, so So is this resonating with you over my life? Awesome. So I'm just going to tune in. What do you need to hear about this? So what I'm getting is that, you just retired. You're kind of like in this middle void of, wow, this was my career. I don't know how, I feel like long time career maybe. And now it's like, now what? Now what? And so getting out, talking to people, what is it that brings you joy? What are your natural skills and talents and abilities that you could, I don't know if you are able to work like at doing something else or you're looking for work, but doing, when we leave a career that wasn't serving us, that's a big opening to doing something that maybe you've always wanted to do, or it's your hobby, or it's your passion. And just working on your chakra, like working on this chakra, maybe you're singing, maybe speaking, maybe it's humming, reading. If you're doing radical forgiveness, then you know that you're supposed to read everything that you do, you're reading out loud. So using your voice, and what is it that James wants to do? You got the pleasing me card. So, what is it? What pleases you? What brings you joy? Yes, very much resonate. I've had throat chakra imbalance for many years and still do. Okay, so do you sing? And I don't mean like in front of other people. Do you sing? Do you hum? These are really great ways to balance your throat chakra. Just humming is actually humming raises your vibration just by humming. No, but it speaks to me. Yeah, I'm really getting, I'm really getting my body just like lit up. I'm getting, because when we don't use our voice, when we're not speaking up, like it's really, it really shuts us down in a way. So humming, singing, whatever it is, your favorite song, or just singing, like start, if you're a shy person, I know I was, just do it in private on your own, just humming. And this goes for whoever, like this goes for anybody who's watching this, because most of us aren't speaking our truth, right? And when we start to in this healing journey, in this vibration, like it's really about our victim energy is really about the lower chakras. But once we start clearing and we start grounding, then we start to get to brought up to our higher chakras, to our heart opening, because we start to feel safe a little bit because we're grounded. But through our throat chakra, this is a higher consciousness. So we can start to speak our truth and feel good about it, because so balancing it by singing and humming. And you might even want to chant if that feels good for you, just doing chanting. Like you can find YouTube videos on that as well. I feel like that would be really, really good for you. And then just considering, you know, just asking spirit, or your guides or whoever it is you work with to show you, to point you in the direction of what your next steps are, because you're kind of, you know, when you're kind of in this little abyss, right? Chanting. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. And that really raises your vibration too. And again, I'm just also getting, using your discernment, and using your intuition, practice trusting yourself, aligning with people that feel authentic, because I don't mean to scare anyone, but there's a lot of false light out there, people. There's a lot. And so just, if it doesn't feel good, like it doesn't mean that if someone might say something that bothers you, that might just be bringing up a shadow aspect. But if you're listening to someone and following someone and it's not jiving with you, tune in. Maybe this person isn't for you to follow. And I used to do that, and now I'm really, really careful on who I follow, because they're just a lot of people, they're in their ego, and they're not bad or anything. It's just that, you know, they're in their ego. Can you shout out my friend Nick? Hey, Gameser. I'm not sure what you're saying, but you can let me know. Practicing trusting myself. Yes, radical has been really good for me. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so glad. Well, James, I don't know if you're subscribed to my channel. I have a lot, and maybe you already have your connections with radical forgiveness, but I have a lot of stuff on radical forgiveness on my channel, and that is the work I do. And James, if you'd like a shadow card, I'm happy to pull one for you. You are subscribed. Beautiful. And can you say hi to Nick? Say hi to Nick. Hi, Nick. Hi, Nick. I'm not sure what you want. Why? Shout out. Hi, Nick. I'm shouting out to you, Nick. Blessings to you, Nick. So amazing. I'm so glad. See, and we get directed to where we need to go. So I would love to give you a shadow card. So shadow cards are, they're not my cards. They are a color mirror shadow card deck. If anyone wants it, just reach out to me. I can connect you with my amazing friend Lynn if you like this deck. But I feel okay. Thanks. Good. Right on, Nick. I'm gonna, yeah, the shadow cards. So these are the parts of us that we've denied, repressed, disowned. They're in our shadow. We're not aware of them. These are shadow cards, Nick. Sorry, Gameser, not calling you Nick. Yes, you can. I'm gonna pull one for James, and then I will pull one for you. So the shadow cards, like when we're on our spiritual awakening, healing journey, we all have a shadow, everybody, right? Because we are in this world where we want to be loved and accepted and liked and loved and all that good stuff. And we, as children, we learn what's acceptable, right? And what's not. And anything that's not acceptable, like for me, it wasn't okay to be angry. I was a good girl, and it wasn't okay to have my feelings. So I would push all that stuff in my shadow, unconsciously, obviously. This is like I'm giving you psychological stuff here. So we push this stuff in our shadow because we don't want to, you know, we want to be loved and accepted. So as we get led to be on our healing journey, our shadow aspects start coming up. So you know something's in your shadow if you get triggered by somebody else, that's yours, even if you don't identify with it. And if I get triggered, that's mine, right? So you can see the world is getting very triggered out there. So a lot of people's shadow is coming up, and shadow is, you know, it's kind of hard. It's a big topic. If you spot it, you got it. Exactly. You got it, James. If you spot it, you got it. Yeah. So James is referring to radical forgiveness, which is the healing modality work that I do and James is practicing. And it's basically, it's the man who created radical forgiveness. He came up with this phrase, if you spot it, you got it. So meaning, if you're judging someone like, oh, you're such a jerk, you're so rude, blah, 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 blah. Well, what's happening is we're all mirrors for each other. And what's coming up is, you know, yes, maybe that person absolutely was rude. I'm not saying that, but it's also coming up that there's a part of us that we're not owning. So where have you been rude? And because when we judge others, we're really judging ourselves, right? So it's like your demons. Absolutely. Absolutely. So James, I'm going to tune into you for a sec and see what shadow card for James. And then Gameser, I will do yours next. I seek out new levels of awareness. I'm open to being guided. You already know everything. You do not need anyone to teach you. Okay, James, this is what you got. You got the I know card. So I'm just going to hold that up and let you look at the gargoyle. But so there's a part of you, whether you identify with it or not, that is like, yeah, I already know that. And this is ego, of course. This is in the shadow. And maybe this is a part of you that you don't even want to recognize is there. But we all have it. So I know. You already know. This is the shadow aspect. You already know everything. You do not need anyone to teach you. So is there a part of you, does this resonate, that I already know? Or maybe if it's not resonating, if like in your life right now, maybe in the past. I'm even wondering if you were talking about your work earlier, and were you micromanaged? I'm wondering. Yeah. Anyhow, so the focus part is I seek out new levels of awareness, and I'm open to being guided. I seek out new levels of awareness, and I'm open to being guided. So again, what's coming to me is open to being guided, but not just anybody. Your own intuition. So it's not that I know everything. It's that that you practicing that discernment. Yeah. Okay. In the past. Okay. So you're being invited to integrate this part, to love and accept that part of you. It's okay, right? That I think everybody has, we already know that, especially when you get into the spiritual stuff or anything. It's like, yeah, I already know that. I know I was like that too, but we're always forever students, right? And it's always good to be at that beginner mind that maybe I know that, but maybe there's a different way to know it, right? Maybe there's a deeper way to know it. I feel that growing up, I had to develop that as I had little in my own childhood, of course, very likely chose to experience this in this life. Yeah. Yeah. So this shadow aspect is coming up for you. Yeah. I'll just let you look at it one more time. So just, if it's coming up, if it shows up in your energy, in your awareness, in your life, that this, maybe someone else in your life, I'm getting, is that they're like acting like they know it all and you're judging that. That could be very little guidance in early childhood. So you had to know it all. You had to figure it out because nobody was guiding you. Yeah. And when we're a child, it's kind of like we need that guidance, right? I just got to get a drink of water. T, I saw your message. I'll answer you in a second. When we're a child, we really need like good guidance, right? And and support. And if we're not getting it, then we kind of have to figure it. Don't mind my name. Okay, cool. Did you change it? Is that the same person? Or is that someone else? No, that's not someone else. That's someone else. Okay. That's someone else. Hey, how's it going? Yes, James. So just, you know, you're on this healing journey. So this is really what happens, right? Is our shadows start to come up to be integrated. So we become more whole and complete. So loving and accepting that know-it-all, that you already know everything. You don't need anyone to teach you. And because you had to, that was what you needed when you were a little kid. You know, you kind of had to figure it out yourself, yes, from what it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. So thank you, James. And thanks for, I do believe cognitively I chose the life I was. Oh, of course you did. You chose your life, and that has been a wonderful benefit from radical forgiveness. Oh, I'm so glad you've figured that out. Yeah, that's a huge thing to be able to know that we're doing exactly what we need to do. All right, so Gameser, you would like a shadow card. So I'm going to pull it. So Gameser, if you just take a couple breaths, tune in to ask what do you need to know. And we'll see what the cards come out for you. Thank you, James, for being here. And T, I will recommend some videos. Let's see what Gameser needs. Okay. James, that's what you got. Vision. You're welcome, James. I'm so glad. I love synchronicities. So Gameser, take a look. Take a look at the picture. It's a gargoyle. All those shadow cards are gargoyles. Just how does it feel? You got the vision card. So this is the shadow aspect, okay? I'm going to explain. I'm going to tell you what it means. So the shadow aspect, so this is, you may or may not identify with, you lack discipline and focus. You cannot find your purpose. Okay? So I'm just going to, give me a sec. Is there like something going on in your personal life? Holy shirt. I feel like it's your personal life. I assume you're saying holy shirt shit. It's okay. You lack discipline and focus. So I'm getting, so indigo, the color indigo is, this is the third eye again, right? So we were talking about the third eye earlier. I don't know if you were on for that, but the third eye is our visioning, and I'm just getting the same thing for you that I got for someone else on the call. It was another person on the call, because this is for so many of us, is that there is so much information out there. There is so much distraction going on out there with our phones, with social media, with all the stuff going on in the world. I'm not going to get into. It really takes us away from our own inner work, right? So I invite, this is, totally up to you, but if you want to have discipline and focus, if you want to be more purposeful in your life, because your purpose is really to be fully here living life, right? Is to, it snows too much, yeah. Is to stop, yeah, I'm trying to say it in a nice way. Limit your time on all the devices. If you want to, and if it's hard for you, just, take your phone, put it somewhere else in another room, and then just be with yourself. go outside, sit outside, just sit with yourself. And what might happen, I don't know if you meditate or if you do all that, you get that a lot. What do you get a lot? Tell me what you get a lot. Be with yourself, just be with yourself. And your mind is going to go, "Ugh," and all the thoughts are going to come, and that's completely normal. Just notice your thoughts. You don't have to follow your thoughts. Just notice them, pretend they're a cloud and let them float by, and try not to follow them. Tell me what you know too much though. My mom yells at me for sitting in my room being confined. Yeah. So get outside and get off your devices. And I only say this because it's if we want to be our own, like in charge of ourselves, we have to be with ourselves. It's like, stops, go outside, play with your friends. Yeah, or just go out and go play with your friends or go be by yourself, any of that. Because I honestly, like, I have kids, my kids are grown up. I had kids really young, and I don't know how old you are, and it doesn't matter how old you are, but the way society is, the way the world is, there is so much pulling at our consciousness, right? At our brain. And our brain is full of all this stuff. How can we just have discipline? How can we get focused? You're 14. Okay. How can you get focused if you're having all this stuff coming at you all the time? You're not going to be able to, right? There's just no way. So, I know you're probably, and I don't mean to be rude or anything, you're probably addicted. I know I felt addicted to my phone, that we just have this compulsion to be on our phone, to be on our device, and it is not good for us. It is not. So take it step by step, and just have breaks, just like take the phone and leave it, and just put it in another room and go get away from it, and just practice listen to music. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But not music that's like really negative or anything. Try to listen to some music that like feels good, and get outside and go for a walk and see what the world is about without all the media. And I tell you, you're going to start to feel good. But we were talking about ego, right? We all have an ego. It's like our mind is split, right? We got like the devil and the angel on our shoulders kind of thing. So we got the ego, and then we got the part of ourself, which we call our higher self, that knows why we're here. Thank you. That's great. I'm glad you're subscribed. So we got the two parts of ourselves, but the ego is going to, I'm just giving you some heads up here. It's going to try to stop you. It's going to try to say, oh no, just go play the game. Blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with playing your game, but you want to have some balance in your life, right? And the way society is set up now, it's consuming us with all the technology and all the videos and the games, and it's not healthy for us. It really isn't. So the invitation is to balance it out, create some vision, get outside, go for a walk. It's messed up. Yeah. And you didn't you didn't get on this channel for no reason, and yeah, you're not here for no reason. Like, you were guided here for whatever reason. You're here, and you needed to hear this message. So I hope that this helps you. Just get outside, play good music that makes you feel good, but that's not negative, and just see what happens, right? Maybe get out and go for a walk, and maybe you'll talk to someone. Go hang out with your friends. You're just scrolling, and now I'm here. Awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm really happy that I was able to give you that message. And I'm really honored too, because the younger generation is very important to me. Like I said, I'm older, but I did have my kids really young. And the other card, I can pull one for you. These are our chakra cards, and I really feel for this generation, your generation. I'm so glad it helped you. I really feel for your generation, because yeah, you guys gotta deal with all this social media. And you know what? Technology is amazing, but it's not, we are physical beings, right? We are meant to be in our bodies, not constantly looking at a screen. So yeah, do you want one of these cards? I'll pull it. So our chakras, I don't know if you know what chakras are. There are energy centers, right? We are an energetic being and we have different energy centers. We actually have hundreds of them in all of our body. It's like drugs. Yeah, it's totally like drugs. Oh my God. It is so like drugs. Like sometimes I feel addicted to my phone too, and I just turn it off and get rid of it. And you know what? The Wi-Fi and the millimeter waves and I don't know if you're on 5G, I'm not on purpose. But the waves, they're not good for us. They're not good for our bodies. So getting out in nature, and I'll pull one of these cards for you. Getting out in nature, and just get out, look at the trees, look at the sky, look at the grass, sit in the grass, just, hang out, bring an apple or something to eat. Just go be with yourself, and find, if you're friends, just say, come on, let's get off the computer and go outside. And right now it's beautiful. We're in summertime, right? Yeah. And just try to just limit, say, okay, I'm only going to go on the computer for this amount of time and set a timer. And then once it's done, get off of it. There's ways that we can, just have a balance, right? Yeah. So our chakras are energy centers in our body, and these cards, I created this game. It's called the Soul Adventure game, and it's just a way to help us to connect inward because we're always very outer focused, like we just talked about. And this is just one of the decks. There's 3 decks in this card game, but really it's like a game to help you to connect to your intuition, right? That inner guidance, and get more connected to what do you need? What do I need, right? Instead of looking outside of ourselves for what we need. Oh yeah, the worst part of yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was tough, man. I feel for you guys. Oh. So just go easy on yourself. But yeah, the thing, it really did a number, and it got us inside, but now we don't have to. It's done, right? Okay, let's see what card. What does he need? Oh, okay. So you got the Outer Me card. The Outer Me card. So I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you know about chakras or not, but I'm going to give you a little bit of info here. And then I'm going to sign off after that because I've been on here a while. But that's good. I'm so glad I was able to help you guys. So the Outer Me card is your solar plexus. So your solar plexus is right around here, right below your ribs, just above your belly button. Okay? It's right around there. Sorry for the visual. And this is your will center. It's it's just above your belly button. And this is your self-confidence. This is your courage, your passion. This is your sense of purpose. So you already got a card talking about purpose, and now we're getting another card talking about purpose, and your willpower. So we were talking about the willpower of not being on the social media, or sorry, not social media, maybe social media, the computer, the phone. And so your willpower to balance it out. So Outer Me is your outer self aligns with who you really are. So getting outside, right? We talked about getting outside. So to balance this chakra, so these chakras, they're all energy centers, right? And if sometimes the energy centers are out of balance or they're blocked, a lot of times they are, especially if we're not healthy. So getting outside, getting out in the sun, Not like, don't be out in the sun too much if you're not used to it and you don't want to get burned, but in the morning or in the afternoon when it's not high sun, set an intention for your day. Like when you wake up in the morning, set an intention like today is going to be a great day. Today I'm going to learn something new. Whatever, right? Just set an intention. Live life intentionally. You have medical stuff, so you really get it. Okay, like medical stuff in that area. I'm going to read to you what so if your solar plexus is out of balance, tell me if any of this resonates, like feels right for you. Lack of self-control, addictions, low self-esteem, fear of rejection, inability to set or maintain a boundary, depression, anxiety, digestive issues, organ issues, especially the liver, the kidneys, nerve pain, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. So solar plexus is an important one. So set your intentions, practice your willpower of just like, okay, I'm only gonna go on the phone or go on the game for an hour, and I'm gonna set an alarm and set an alarm on your phone. Is this resonating, I guess? Set an alarm on your phone and then say, okay, that's it. Now I'm gonna get off the computer, I'm gonna get off the technology, I'm gonna go outside and I go for a walk, or I'm gonna go hang out with my friend or something, right? So just set intentions and be more in control of your life, right? Because like you said earlier, it's like an addiction. You're just like drawn into. You just looked up my life. You got everything right. Oh, I'm so glad I'm to be able to help you. So I'm just giving you some tips, right? Oh shoot. Do what, so my phone is going to die soon. So I'm going to probably have to end it here. But just do what feels good and set your intention for your day. Like I said, I'm only going to go on computer for this long, and then do what you say you're going to do, or as close as you can. And don't beat yourself up. I mean, like not literally beat yourself up, but don't feel guilty if you go a little bit longer, but try to live more intentionally and get outside and get out in the sun. But like I said, maybe morning sun or later day in the sun, and just get out in nature, and you're going to start to feel more healthy, right? So I hope that helps. It sounds like it did. And I thank everybody for being here today. If you haven't already, liked the video, subscribe to my channel, check out some other videos that I have on here. We'll start trying to do that. Yeah. And I'll try to do these, a few times a month for sure. I have a busy time coming up. My daughter's getting married, so but I do really like to do this, and I'm really glad it's helping you guys. And just remember, you got this. Take it one day at a time. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. I'll try. I usually do it once a week, but I'll see how I can. And like I said, I got a busy time coming up, but check out some of my other videos and see what else feels good. See what else you can learn from me, and just subscribe, and then you'll get notified when I go live. I'll put it ahead of time when I'm going to go live, and I'll try to go live again next week probably, because tomorrow I got a lot going on. Okay, but maybe I'll go on the weekend. I'll see. I can't make any promises, but thank you for being here, and you're all doing amazing. I'm really glad it helped, and just take it one day at a time. We're not perfect. We're all learning, we're all growing, and it's one step at a time, one small step every day you get to start again. And so just be kind and nice to yourself and do your best, and that changes every day. So see you guys later. Have a great one. And T, I don't know if you're here still. I know you asked me specific videos you would recommend, something I've been feeling I need to do, as you mentioned earlier, and what you've been mentioning. I'll reply to your message, okay? Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great one.